Hey Adriana, it is pretty cold out here, 20 degrees. I've got my gloves on, I've got my hat, I've got my gear, and that's what everyone else should have if you're outside. So you mentioned those important P's, but there's also a big one that's protecting yourself. So to see how you should be prepared for this frigid Arctic blast, let's take a look. Being prepared for these frigid temps, whether that means protecting your exposed pipes with a water burger cup.
Not going to be as good as some of the actual products designed for use over your spigots outside the house. But if you don't have one and you have a Whataburger cup or a styrofoam cup of any sort, then certainly I would use that over nothing.
Taking your animals inside now or adding protective layers to their shelter outside.
Anywhere out of the north wind, we encourage people to utilize tarps. If you have a doghouse, we encourage folks to make sure that your doghouse is stuffed, filled with straw. Let's keep those blankets and things out of dog houses, because if they get wet, they freeze, and then it's just going to make your pooch be cold. But if you have a covered area, like a big patio or somewhere, you could tarp it off.
Do it now. Most of all, protect your people.
Wear a couple of pairs of socks. Make sure your feet stay dry.
And make sure you don't stand out in temperatures less than 31 degrees for more than 30 minutes. Being out in the cold, you also want to make sure you're eating enough food and drinking enough water.
It takes calories to stay warm, and your metabolism helps to keep you warm.
Save money and time, too. Going back to those pipes, cover them with whatever you have.
If you hear any running water underneath your house, you see water spewing out of a wall on the outside or the inside.
Again, whether it be a water burger cup.
Thousands of air bubbles inside this cup are what give it that insulating property. Obviously, when you fill it full of coffee, you don't burn your hands because that cup is insulating that heat from your hands. So it works the same way in reverse. You're putting that faucet inside that cup to keep that cold weather from getting inside the cup.
Or any insulation product you can find online or at your local hardware store.
You can use a t-shirt, just any old t-shirt like this, or a towel like so, and just wrap it around that thing tight with some duct tape and you'll be good to go.
Yeah, so hopefully you are warm and at home, cuddled up with some blankets. Again, it is 20 degrees out here. I've got my gloves on. It is so cold I can see my breath. I also want to remind everybody that if the power goes out, right, and even if it doesn't, you need to have those faucets dripping, just, a few drips here and there to make sure those pipes don't freeze and then ultimately burst. We'll stay warm, everyone, and I'm about to head back inside. Live in Temple, I'm Meredith Haas for 6 News.
Yes, please come back inside. I know it's a lot going on, especially with those temperatures. Thank you so much, Meredith. Now, as below freezing temperatures move into Central Texas, numerous organizations are opening up warming centers so those in need can protect themselves from the frigid weather and possibly even get a meal. Most of them will be open through Wednesday, January 17th. For a full list of places to keep warm in the area, visit our website at kcentv.com.